I'm eating on live. We got a lot of stuff to do today. A lot of stuff to talk about. How y'all been? Whew. I had to eat some oatmeal, y'all. I ain't had nothing to eat all day, so I've been a little hungry there. I got some orange juice. We're just gonna wait for a couple people to come in, then we're gonna start talking about what? I don't know. But I will say that you guys are a part of, a community. When you come here, we just talk about anything and it ends up being something. I won't say we talk about nothing because everything we talk about, somebody is always emailing me and telling me like, look, bro, I appreciate that. So no matter how many people come into the live, I know that everybody got lives and we have jobs and we got careers and we got stuff to do, errands to run. We always can't tap into the live, but I do appreciate the people that's been consistent and checking on me. You know what I'm saying? Checking on my mental, checking on my well-being as a father, as a student, as a trucker, just as a common man, right? So I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. We're gonna keep our lives going, our live sessions going. It's more like a therapy session for me and you, because we talk about everything. It's just not trucking. The last episode, if you want to call them episodes, but the last live we had, we went over a lot. We went over a lot just in trucking, man. Like the upcoming things in trucking, what's going on, like all of these new rules and regulations, who it's going to affect, when is it going into effect. So I'm glad that I'm glad that you guys been tapping in with your boy. I'm just glad, man. As far as me, I'm gonna talk. There's nobody here yet, but I'm sure people gonna come falling in a minute. Due to the time on YouTube, I kind of use that in my advantage to kind of draw people in. Just come in and say what's up, man. If you're sitting watching, just a fly on the wall, come say what's up, man. It's not only for truckers, so it's for everybody. The last live we had, actually, it was kind of cool, man. It was real cool, for real, for real. We talked about the rules and regulations was going into effect November 18th. Is it the 18th or the 8th? Hold on. I think it's the 18th. It might be the 8th. But it is going into effect, man. November is really like geared to anybody who's driving a truck and you've dropped and you haven't followed up with the return to duty, the return to duty process. This is what's gonna happen. A, B, C, and D. I don't really want to go over that too much right now because it'll be a repetitive live, but go to my videos that I posted yesterday and you'll be able to see what's going on. You'll be able to see exactly what's going on. Let's talk about I appreciate the likes too, y'all. Let's talk about what are we talking about today? I had no real topic for real. Let's just go over my somebody always want to call me when I get on live. Let's go over the video that I just had, right? That I just put up. It was a podcast episode with me and one of the homies. His name is got_damn_Leroy 1988. That's my guy, man. I'm gonna give you a backstory, right? So I'm watching, these ideas, they come to me, and if it applies to me, then I use it. If not, I don't use it. So back in 2017, we almost creeping up on the anniversary. 2017, November 3rd, I got my CDL. I'm driving to all of these states that I've never been to Vermont. I'm going and I'm crossing these states out. But as I'm crossing the states out, I'm picking up so much information. There was so much information out there on the road from different drivers. And I'm talking about when I first started, this was 2017. So back then, drivers were really like, they real cool. They was real cool then, open to talk. They wasn't in a rush. Everybody was cool, Rico Suave type. Yeah, this how you do trucking. They giving you insight about the game. They giving you tips, pointers, all of that. And I was so wild about, dang, this is dope. My experience in trucking, I started, on a manual 13 speed. A manual 13, right? You got the splitter and everything. So as I'm driving through these different states, I'm picking up so much knowledge. I'm meeting so many people. Some of the people that follow me and subscribe to me, they're family, right? Y'all family. When I get on here online and I talk, y'all family. I don't look at y'all as subscribers and followers. If I do say that word, we gonna erase all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are more Smiley, what's good? What's good? Y'all more like family because we always interacting. I interact with y'all damn near more than my family, so how couldn't y'all be family? Right? So back to the story. November, I get my CDL. I'm going through all of these states. I'm meeting a lot of people. I'm picking up a lot of information. I said, damn, what can be the connector between us and having a constant communication with each other? And it's been the podcast, the 8TeenWilln podcast. It's the same name as my handle on everything. You can follow me like that. I appreciate the like. And the subscribe. It's the same handle. So this has been the staple between me and everybody. Like, I meet people, I'm always like advertising my content, my social media platform. Hey man, look, I might meet a guy in like Vermont, right, or Maine. I know I'm probably is me seeing him driving through there is gonna be, me seeing him after I drive through there is gonna be real low. The chance is gonna be low unless we schedule a meetup or something like that, and somewhere outside of Maine or somewhere outside of Vermont. So what I do is, what I've done is I've built a community through the podcast, through content. So these episodes that y'all seeing is what's been on my mind since 2018, 2017, right? We really just like building this thing out. And every year I find another tool to, bring us even closer. This year I found Live. Last year I found Canva. It's I feel more than appreciative to be able to keep that consistent communication, like keep that barrier between us. All of my truckers, man, and I'm glad that y'all tapping in. What's good? What's good? What's good? I don't want to mess up your name, so I'm just gonna say PC. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mess your name up. I hate butchering people's name or whatever. So I don't want to pronounce your name. We're gonna say PC. What's good? What's good? I'm glad to see you here. So my podcast is, it's growing and I see it. I'm looking at the analytics. The YouTube is growing. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to have a million followers fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build everything out so I can make it, convenient for everybody. I want to see where I'm at. I want to see the building out of everything. When I first started the podcast, I had one follower, then it grew. Now you can see everybody who's tapping in the analytics from Vermont to New York to California to Nebraska. I even got Iowa lit up. I don't know who I know in Iowa, but I know that you know what? I do know a couple people in Iowa, low key. But I know a couple people in Iowa. Maybe they tapping in. Shout out to them. I got some brothers out there for real, come from Detroit. They out in Iowa. And I think he just got his CDL, so I appreciate that. If you are watching, you know what I'm saying? But it's been cool. Like I really like the social media, just everything. I like TikTok. I love um, YouTube. I love Facebook. I love Instagram. I love all of these things that keep us close together as truckers, man. We built this community. We're going to keep building it out. Keep building it out. So if, sometimes the following, like I see, it's only one person in here, 2, 3 people. That's cool. The algorithm kind of grab, it kind of grabs people attention sometimes. And if you keep posting and posting and posting, you'll get more followers, more subscribers, as I call them, family members. But I like to talk. It can be one person, it could be a million people. Sometimes it just be me, for real, for real. I sit here and talk to myself. My grandma say, long as you don't answer yourself, you ain't considered crazy, right? But so the YouTube, the podcast episode that I got, man, is really dope. I stayed up yesterday, like really, I stayed up probably like I put probably 3 to 4 hours into just creating everything, and it's timely. You know what I'm saying? And I know I ain't getting paid a lot like everybody else, but it was just I love what I do, especially when I create content. So I'm never looking for the money. I'm always looking for the perfection and the process. The process to me is the most the most the most, I don't know what, how to say it, but the process is what I'm in love with. Just capturing the moment and then putting that moment into something that's people would love to watch, or a relatable moment. I don't care, sometimes I don't care if I'm making myself look a certain way, as far as like if I say something, it's it's coming from the heart and it's coming from experience. So if I make myself look a certain way, I did it on purpose, right? As far as like if I say like, man, I got my truck repossessed, I want the people to see the real deal. I don't want nobody to, I don't want to put up a facade. That's not my thing. I think a lot when I came into the content creating, and that's for anybody looking from the outside in. Be yourself, man, and be accountable for everything you say and do on here on social media. If you don't get nothing else, be yourself, because you will be held accountable from the people that you know and the people that you don't know. You got to be that same person in real life. I'm the same person outside and off of this social media platform as I am on here. If you guys ask me something, man, look, if you ask me something, I'm gonna find the answer for you. If I don't know it myself, we're gonna look it up. We're gonna ask somebody who do know, because I want to help you and you helping me, because we both learning at the same time. So I don't I'm I came into this social media thing, and it's so hard to do it your own way and do it unfiltered, because you want to go by the blueprint, right? The blueprint is fake it till you make it, or do what you got to do to to succeed, get subscribers and followers. Soon as I hear somebody say subscribers and followers, I'm done. Because that's what you're looking at people as. When you say family member and these key words, that mean that you into your community. That's why I be like, what's good, family? I might get an email late at night, and sometimes it's on me. Like I like to cut my phone off at night, because y'all really be on me for real. I might have said something, or I might have did something. Somebody might try to buy a shirt off of the website. Somebody might try to download an audio book. I mean the digital book that I got out there, and the site might be down. And guess what? The site might be down because I ain't paid the bill, or I might have just missed it. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to get up, pay the bill, make sure you get what you need to get, and keep it moving. So it's been a lot of that lately, and I'm more than thankful that it's like that. I'd rather have it like that than anywhere else. You know, just being direct to my supporters, right? Direct to family, not direct to consumer, direct to family, direct to my supporters. Because y'all matter. Y'all the reason why I'm out here like that, and I'm getting more a bigger following. We growing a bigger family base, right? The tree is starting to spread out. You feel me? So, I'm more than appreciative that y'all have been kind of gravitating towards my content, and we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing. How was y'all day though? How was your day today? For anybody looking from the outside in, how was your day? How is it going? Because we midday and on the East Coast, and then we just started not too long ago here. How y'all feeling out there? But to just put it, front and center, it's been a hell of a ride. Just being here, and I'm watching these videos as I progress and I get better with time, because a lot of videos I sit down and study myself, and I write down like, dang, what did I say wrong, or what did I do wrong, or I critique myself a lot just so I can come back on here and be better, make the background look better, look, presentable to the people on the outside in, the people looking from the outside in. As you can see, your boy is tired. I've been in school, and I've been getting good grades. But when you focus your attention on one thing, you start lacking in another area. I don't want to spread myself too thin on everything that I'm doing, so I'm kind of like giving everything equal attention. Being a father, being a trucker, being a content creator, being a student, working out, eating healthy, like all of these things, reading books, all of these things, man. This is what I'm doing, and I want to keep doing it at a consistent base, at a consistent level, and keep going and growing and glowing. You feel me? So that's what we gonna do, and that's the objective. Um, and it's been hard, y'all. I mean, like hard. It's been hard. It's been difficult, but we get the job done at all costs. We get the job done. So my kids right now, they in school. I'm glad they in school. I said, man, let me get on live right quick. Let me kick it with my people. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Man, this orange juice is so good. I got food right here. I got my oatmeal, my turkey sausage, yogurt. As you see, I've been eating healthy. I done lost like 5 pounds within the last month. Then I lost another 3 pounds the month before that. So I'm down 8, 9 pounds. Let's say 10. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody I said that. We just gonna say 10 pounds. Let's 8 good for 10 good for 8, right? I mean 8 good for 10, right? So I've just been eating healthy, working out. I'm going straight to the gym after this. We want to keep everything going, man. Keep everything going. So if you guys haven't seen me, I'm here. All I ask is to support. If you like my content, go on the website. If you want to support, no, if you like my content, you here. Just go down my page, watch some of the content. It's a lot. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I have a lot of content. So you can definitely watch the content. If you want to support, as far as monetarily, www.8TeenWilln.com. There's shirts on there. If you do buy a shirt, I just ask you to post it, just share it, and just let people know. I'm rocking with 8Teen. I'm rocking with 8Teen. He good people. if you need to learn some things about the trucking industry and you want to know some things, I got 3 books. I wrote them a couple years, like 2 years ago. 3 books, 18 streams of income, how to make money out of the truck is 18 different streams of income. This is one of them. It's content. How can I make money out the truck? Because a lot of people, they sit here and they're a slave. When I say slave, they sit in the truck all day and think of all of these great ideas, but the truck has them confined. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. When we spend so much time in the truck that we forget about the important things, right? We forget about family, we forget about education, we forget about diet. We miss out on a lot. And I told myself, wow, and it's not that I'm not shaming anybody who driving a truck. Please don't think that. But I'm just telling you where my mind at. I spent the last year I spent a lot of time in the truck, like, hey, I'm telling myself every morning, this your last year in this truck. This your last year in this truck. You better figure it out. This your last. I always said that to myself, and in my affirmations in the morning, I do a lot of affirmations. I actually got my affirmations on a refrigerator. So how many times we go to the refrigerator a day? That's the most perfect place to put them. Is right there where you can see them. You might read one out loud. Thank you, Lord. You know, thank you, Lord. I am blessed. I am blessed and highly favored. That's just one of them. Um, and and that's just to say, these things I was saying in the truck, it became a reality. A lot of your affirmations, man, I'll just tell people to try it. I'm one of them. I'd never tried affirmations until like 2021 ish. And when I start to say them, you start to get the rhythm and saying them, and some of that stuff start happening, and then a lot of that stuff start happening, then all of it just start happening. So it's really scary for real. It's like writing, like you ever wrote down a somewhat like a long-term goal and put it in your wallet, or a vision, put it in your wallet, a vision board, put it on the wall so you can see it every day. A lot of this stuff you can manifest, right? A lot of this stuff you can manifest. So been doing a lot of that, and it's been a hell of a ride, man. It's been a hell of a ride, just as a truck driver. And what was we was at getting out of the truck. So we finally end up getting out of the truck, and I'm just telling y'all a story. You might catch this after the live, so it is what it is. But I'm here with y'all. So, I 2023 ish, just in the truck, man, and I'm saying to myself, like, yo, you gonna get out this truck, you gonna find a way to get out the truck. You gonna grind your way up out of here. I start doing a lot of things, working on self. And that's where it all started at. You work on self. And then these things start to manifest. I'm a dive, since we got an intimate setting, there's not that many people in here. I like to say, a lot of personal things about myself, because a lot of people will pick up on a live all the way down the line, like, hey bro, that one video, man, your lives be dope. And I'll be like, I appreciate it. So we're gonna get intimate, we're gonna get a little personal. Um, I was in a real dark spot in my life, and just this one point in time, and I sat there and I was reading the Bible, and I fasted, y'all. I fasted. This was like 2020. It was right before 20, no, about 22, 21-ish. So I fasted, y'all. I had a crazy dream. I actually got this wrote down in the closet, and it's folded up on a piece of paper. I fasted, and this was January 18th, 2022. And in the middle of the fast, I did a Daniel fast for 40. 5 days, I think it was 41 days. In the middle of my fast, like going on a 17th day, about 18th day. Mind you, this fast was a crazy fast in a good way because I've never fasted before. When I got to the 17th day, my body was going through a lot of changes. And I was wondering, like I was having vivid dreams. I'm talking about vivid dreams. And like I was in them. You know what I'm saying? I had a dream. I was sitting like in a foreign land, right? I'm sitting in this is a true story. Y'all. I'm getting down there getting goosebumps just about to tell y'all this because I really ain't shared this. And the person that I was with at the time, I started crying after I woke up out the dream. But mind you, I'm fasting, my body going through all these changes. I'm in my dream, right? I'm sitting down at a restaurant. It was like a Japanese restaurant. And I'm sitting down, it might have been Chinese, I don't know. I'm sitting down Indian style in this restaurant and we eating some good food. It's probably about 8 of us. But I didn't know none of these people in my dream, right? So I'm sitting there, we having a meal, and I'm looking out the window, and it was a glacier. And the glacier was shining so bright and it was just hitting right off of the sun and the water. It was just, I'm talking about, it was beautiful. So I got up, I went to the window and I was just looking. I had my hand on the window like, and I'm leaning against the glass. I'm looking. As I'm looking at the glass, through the glass, I'm just sitting there like, damn, this is beautiful, right? Boom, I wake up. So mind you, when I was fasting, I would read. I had a routine. I wasn't watching TV or nothing. And the reason you always when you fasting, you always want to have a reason of why you fasting. Like what are you sacrificing? So I was no TV, no none of that stuff, and clarity. I was fasting for clarity because I was in a dark spot in my life, and I was fasting for clarity. So mind you, I read the daily bread I was reading for 41 days. I'm fasting for 41 days. Day 17, it was January the 18th. So I had woke up. I read the daily bread, and the person that I'm talking to at the time, we both was reading this, so we both going through the same thing. I'm reading the daily bread. I go downstairs, I'm having my coffee, I'm reading the daily bread. And it said that in your path to where you going, your journey, I will give you clarity. And you will see glaciers that gleam and water I forgot the word. And that right there, y'all, that was like confirmation, right? So I just followed everything that was happening. I was just following. Like I was just following because I'm like, this is a higher power talking to me, right? So it led me here. I made a video about it on YouTube. I didn't even go into details, but y'all will see. I'm actually in the airport. I got the corona mask down low and I'm talking. And since that day, everything has been like clear, a clear vision, a clear vision of where I'm supposed to go, where I'm supposed to be. It's divine, right? It's giving me a divine. I'm having a divine intervention. That's what it's called. This is not the first time that I've ever had a dream about something and just followed it, right? I never, this is not the first time. It's not the first time. I actually, man, I'm a kind of I'm a code it up. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about this because this probably throw me. This will put me in bad shape if I would have told that story. You know what? I'm gonna tell it. So look, I was in Ohio. Like we all have these moments, right? And I'm telling y'all this because it's an intimate setting. We got 4 or 5 people popping in, 2, 3 people popping in, popping out. That's perfect. I love it like that sometimes. Sometimes you need that because it's a part of the process. So I'm in Ohio, I'm hustling, right? There's another story of a divine moment for me. I'm hustling in Ohio. I'm doing all kind of crazy stuff down there. But mind you, the event like just that higher power always talking to me through dreams. So my mom, she had came down. It's about July 15th, 2000. And my mama can tell y'all. She could tell y'all she had came to Ohio. They stayed for a minute. And we was doing so much crazy stuff as far as hustling and just throwing rocks at the penitentiary down there. I'm talking about all type of stuff. So one day I was so much in the mix. One day I had one of my homeboys down, one of my brothers for real. I had him down in Ohio with me, and stuff was going so good at the time. You know how you wanna my whole mentality is if it's going good, I want my brothers to experience the same thing I'm experiencing. So when he came down, we in Ohio, everything was going good. And I just had a crazy dream, man. God always give me these dreams before something before that they call it a inflection point. Before that inflection point happened, God always give me a dream. I'm telling y'all, like this how I know I'm blessed for real. So he give me a dream, and the night before I had a dream that the place that we were staying at got raided. And I had my homeboy down there. I'm telling y'all, when I get my people together, man, we gonna talk. And I'm gonna click this video. But I had my homeboy down there. He was sleeping on the futon. And I told him when I had woke up from the dream, I was so shook from the dream. I'm like, damn. Hey, bro, I had a dream we got raided. He like, what? I'm like, yeah, bro. He like, man, you know when you be having them dreams? I'm talking about this my right hand man. Like every time I have a dream, it just be God giving me a message. It's saying something is about to happen after this moment. So I told him about the dream. I start putting everything up. People and everybody there, my kids' mama thought I was crazy. Um, my homeboy, he just was like, he just looking like, damn, something about to happen because he's always been with me. I promise y'all. So we decided to still do what we wanted to do. Boop. We go out that day. That same day after I had the dream, that day I woke up and told them we was about to get raided. We go out. What y'all think that happened? Exactly. I end up going to jail. They end up they raided the place where I was at. And when I say it was some heavy stuff in there, it was some heavy stuff in there where I wouldn't even been here today talking to y'all for sure. I know that for sure. And that's just they call it an inflection point. I'm sorry, they call it divine intervention. Intervention. That's just a higher power directing you another way because this ain't where you supposed to be. If you took that, if that's why I be saying, man, I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm blessed and highly favored. I always get a dream before something big happen. Boop. And then I have to pivot because I trust in that divine intervention. I trust in it so much that I know it's a higher power. I wouldn't even been here today to be able to tell this story. And I know a lot of people that's gonna see this after, they're gonna be like, damn, I ain't know that. And my homeboy, he can tell you, he can attest to it. So we end up going to jail and all of that. And guess what? I got to trucking. So this is what it is. I threw a lot of them old ways away. Like all my old habits, I threw it away. So I know I can. The thing with me is I know where I could be if I did the wrong stuff. And I know where I am going to be by taking the right path, right? It might be a little harder, which it is. The righteous path, and I'm not, and listen, I'm not holier than thou. I'm going to tell y'all that. But I will tell you If you sacrifice what you want for what you need, you're gonna get a lot further in life. You're gonna get a lot further in life. So when I say that's this orange juice, y'all, acid reflux is real in real life. So when I give y'all stories and I'm talking to y'all, or you see me in some type of way, it's because I've had inflection points in my life which guided me another way. I know what I could be doing right now, but I always sit back and be like, man, if you do that, you're not gonna be here. Cause I know this video or this live is going, when somebody creep up on it, it's gonna change their life. And this how every live is, y'all. Every live is like this. It's just me being in the vulnerable spot, giving my experiences so it can change somebody. I'm not giving you no lies. I'm giving you the real game so it can change somebody else's life. Nobody is on here doing this. Nobody on here throwing themselves under the bus for real. You're gonna have and those people, the ones that do that, they have a cult following. I don't want to have a cult following, but if I did, I would know how to manage that, because all a cult following is that people are in love with you because you kept it so real, and they've related to you so much in their life that they feel like, hey man, you the one, and not above God, but you the one. You might be, like on my neck, this is God's servant. I've always been tapped in. Like when people hear me talk about, I've never talked about it though. And I'm gonna tell you something. Let me drink this water right quick. Now we cooking. It took me a minute to get there, but we cooking. Y'all gotta know I'm a father. I'm a student. I'm a content creator. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm a lot of these things, man. Y'all hear the truck going by. Let me tell y'all, man. When it comes to a lot of this stuff, that y'all see, people they not representing it right. They not telling y'all the right things. But when you come here, you gonna get an honest to God truth from me, because this is more like therapy. It's more therapeutic to me to put that out here, because I know somebody gonna creep up on it. I know somebody that I know that know me in real life, and they've been sitting with me and they've been watching me evolve every year, every 2 years, every 3 years, every 4 years. And it's just gonna get better. It's just gonna get better. Sometimes, like I said, I'm not holier than thou, but I always been connected to a higher power. And I'm talking about God. I always been connected. I've been connected. A lot of people, I didn't know he ain't really, like, I don't wanna be that. But if God put you here to do what you need to do to impact other people's lives by telling your experience and giving parables, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. So when I say I be having dreams, it's just like I really be having dreams that is an inflection point. It's so real that they alter my path that I was going on. They alter my path that I was going on. So I know if I do bump my head, not if I do, but I know if I do what I was doing before, I know the path that where I'm gonna be at. Some of these things I wouldn't even, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I've always been tapped in, and I get more tapped in. And I was about to say too, God will use you, man, to get to somebody else. For real, for real. And my experiences now that people know me, and a lot of people know me, but they ain't never seen me in this light before. I never used to talk to nobody. For real, I wasn't a friendly person only to the people that I knew and I loved. But now that I'm here on this platform, it's like you have to be yourself, your genuine self, so people can know about you. You can give stories, and people can learn from them stories. The best lesson is from other people's experiences. That's one of the best lessons, especially when they got integrity, they got a moral compass. You can kind of believe, that they honest and they don't mean you no harm. So I couldn't do, and this is what I was gonna say. The stuff that I'm doing now, I know in the long run, mark my word, It's gonna change a lot of this live is gonna change a lot of people's life in the future. I've been down through there more than a lot of people have. And I don't want to I don't want to trauma bond, but I want you to know that I'm as genuine as, as genuine as they come through struggle. We related through the struggle. We related through the pain. We related through everything. And it's just me, giving me. I'm giving 100% me. And that's what people love and that's what people like. And I see that. Because if a person asks me about trucking, how you do this or how you do that, I'm gonna give you the game. About life experiences, I'm gonna give you the game. And that's just what it is. So, like I said before, man, if you follow me, if you subscribe, you are a family member. Be more than willing and be more than able and be more than supporting when I drop a video. I want you to get as much game as you need to get. If you got any questions, it can be about anything. Just hit the website, hit my email, I'm sorry, Billiondollarmindset at 8TeenWilln.com. And I got you. And I got you for sure. What else? What else? We talked about, we went over a little bit, just more personal, personal stuff than anything. Like I said before, I say these things that I'm blessed and highly favored. It's not because I'm blessed and highly favored over many. I'm blessed and highly favored over most people because I be so tapped in. I've always been tapped into the Bible. When it get hard, that's what you go to, right? You go to the Bible and you crack it open and you looking at stuff and you like, dang, this is my life. Job, this is my life. I think what got me into the Bible though, when I was a juvenile, I've been into it, and that's exactly I was a juvenile. I was scared, yo. I'm in there locked up with these people. I'm in there scared for real, but I'm not scared to the point where I'm scared of the people in the environment. I'm in there scared because I don't know what's gonna happen. When you locked up in a situation, you don't know what's gonna happen. Because people, the judge and the prosecutor, they got your life in their hands. And I'm just in juvenile. So I went and found the Bible. I got the Bible. I read it. I read that Bible probably about 3, 4, 500 times. Literally, man, for real. Like, that's because I was scared. And I just was praying. I'm praying. I'm probably like 15, 16 years old. And, God got me out of that jam, for real. I've never done like I tell people, I've never done a crime that was not, how can I put this? I never done a crime intentionally. I would say like I've always done it to get some money. I guess I would say that, to support myself because I was in survival mode, right? That's why a lot of criminals do crime, property crimes. We're not talking about like violent crimes. We're talking about like property crimes, right? And a lot of criminals, man. That's why I love my people. Like my people, because we don't know better, right? My culture, my people, the people that's in the hood and the dirtiest, nastiest places. I done been down through there with all of them, and I feel like these are my people. These are my brothers. Even if I don't know you, what's up, bro? How you doing? That's my vibe now. Back then, it just was like. But you got to recondition your mind, man. A lot of people don't be understanding that. Once you recondition your mind, you'll be able to see stuff from a different point of view. I know why you're not talking. I know why you standoffish. I know why people in the hood act like that, because I used to be you. So I'm so relatable to people, and now that I'm out of that mind frame and that mind state, I'd be trying to get a lot of people to see it from my perspective. But you got to go through a lot of stuff to get there. You got to go through a lot of reconditioning to see people ain't who they, who they are. Like, look at this little Dirk situation. That's crazy. And since we there, when I was 19, 18, I had a guy tell on me that I thought was cool, that I thought was 100, as they say, right? He was wearing a wire and telling, man, it was crazy, surveillance in and recorded conversations. And this guy used to, man, look it up, y'all. If for people, there's anybody that's watching this after the live, or you catch it a couple days, a couple months, a couple weeks, I've been down through there, and I'm glad. And the crazy thing to say is I'm glad I've been down through there, because it teaches me a lot about myself, and it teaches me a lot about other people. You can't let nobody get that close in on you, especially when you're doing dirt, to wire, wear wires and record. But I was at that point where, where they was interested in what I was doing. And this guy was wearing wires and he was recording. They was recording, surveillance. And this dude was asking me questions, y'all, that ain't had nothing to do with what we ever done. He asking me questions about people, about all kind of crimes. And it was so weird because it would be like late at night. And he'd be like, hey, man, come ride with me. And we would be listening to music, y'all. And I'm sorry I'm going everywhere, but I'm just telling the story. 407-19039. 407-19039. That's my federal BOP number. And this guy was asking me some of the wildest questions, and it was crazy. Like, the questions that he was asking me, I know for sure he knew nothing about, but somebody was trying to pinpoint, and I should have knew at that point in time. I should have picked up on what was going on. And then my answers was throwing him off. I would throw him off with an answer, and he would ask more answers and come back in. And this was over like a period of probably like a month, right? But every day he would just try to talk to me and let's go play basketball, like strike things that I was interested in. I knew that he didn't do. He knew I liked to hoop. He knew I liked to work out. Like, during the workout sessions, he asking me, and we in the public. I'm looking at this dude like, you a weirdo. And some days I'd throw him off, and some days it'd be like, hey man, I'm close by your house. But long story short, like, that's when I found, when I found God, when I found it was a higher power. Just through these moments that we call an inflection point, where not an inflection point, but a divine, what do they call it again? Divine intervention. That's when, you get thrown off your path, so you don't never go down with you, the end where you supposed to be, if you keep doing the wrong stuff. So that's where that's where I get my faith. And I got faith. They say you only supposed to have faith as big as a mustard seed. I've always had faith, but I never gave him the credit. Like, man, I got here by myself. I always would say, ain't nobody, I would say stuff like that. And now it's like, it's evident what's going on. I only have I'm only one I'm only belong I only belong to one person. You know what I'm saying? I came from one person, that's the creator. He created me. And it's just to talk about, my it's to talk about my experiences, and somebody's gonna relate to it. So, I've been through so much stuff in my life to where I know now, like, he's using me as a vessel for other people to see and kind of change the trajectory of their life, right? So, that's that on that. But long story short, y'all, my oatmeal looking all, look at that. Psh, I got peanut butter in my oatmeal too. I've been doing that for years. But I've been through there, y'all. He's just using me as a vessel to talk to y'all. That's all. I'm not holier than thou, but I do grab that Bible and I use it like a weapon. I use it to shield me. When you going out here in this crazy world and you got people that's doing stuff to kids and you got enemies that's, they wearing sheep clothing. You got wolves wearing sheep clothing. They can't wait to tear your ass apart. They can't wait to catch you slipping. These be your friends. These be people that is in your house. Look at, like I said before, look at Lil Durk. He really was befriended by somebody that he grew up with. And it's sad. So I just, I just do me and I connect with y'all through, you know, Instagram or TikTok. If you're not following me on there, it's the same handle. 8TeenWilln. On Instagram is Mr. 8TeenWilln. It's 12 o'clock. It's 12:06. We here. About to go to the gym in a minute. I'm gonna get in that sauna. I'm so tired, y'all. Like, you see what I'm doing. Y'all see what I'm doing. So I'm just a little tired, man. I've been working hard. Just doing a lot, man. Doing a lot. But we here. We still talking. We still giving game. If you're a truck driver and you in your truck, tap into the podcast. It gives you something, it gives you a form of entertainment. We've been doing the podcast since 2018. And it's been a hell of a ride, man. Just to look like these videos like this live, just to look back on it a year or two from now, you ain't gonna be nowhere, excuse me, you not gonna be nowhere as near where you was in the future. You're not gonna be there. Like, I look at a lot of these videos. Man, this orange juice good. I look at a lot of these videos, y'all, and I be like, man, this is crazy. I look at the video because it's like I've changed a lot. That's why I encourage a lot of people to start your own YouTube page and just put everything on private. If you don't want the world to see, put everything on private and watch how much you evolve as a person. I encourage anybody to start your own YouTube page. If you don't want it public, just make private videos and just do that for a year. And watch how you evolve as a person. 2 years, you're really gonna be surprised. I look at old videos that I might have been in. I can tell exactly where I was at and exactly the mind state I was in when I look at a certain video. Like this video, I'm gonna see next year. Mark my word now. I'm gonna see next year and be like, dang, that's crazy. Look how far I've come. When I look at the videos from last year and the year before that and the year before that, I'd be surprised, like, dang, I was really dealing with that person back then, or damn, you got something that's gonna stop you in the future, or you need to change up this, or you need to change up that. And then you can see yourself getting better as you start to make those changes. That's why I say, make sure you get a YouTube page. I can look on YouTube and see when I was in the club getting drunk. It's been 2 years since I had a drink. I ain't had a drink in 2 years. The exact date was the 1st of January. I said, I'm done drinking. And that was 2 years ago. Exactly. So that was almost 2 years. Dang, I just lied. But I wasn't intentionally. Y'all know what's up. But that was almost 2 years ago. So you're going to look at them videos. You're going to see yourself change. I look at my videos all the time. And I see myself evolve. And I see the pictures of my kids. That as they get bigger and older, I can see like, dang, this what time I was on. And this what state of mind I was in. Right? So that's why I say everybody must have a page. Everybody should have an Instagram page. Everybody should, just to see where you was at mentally and evolve from there. Like I said, This video right here, I'm gonna be like, man, I was so tired, y'all. I was just getting out of class. I didn't want to do that video, but I still did it. You know, I still did it, man. A lot of this stuff, like the people that's on YouTube and TikTok, they don't be wanting to do, like the content creators. I know they don't be wanting to do it sometimes, because I know me. I work hard. I work damn hard. And I know I'm doing this for the greater good of somebody else, for myself first, and then somebody else, and then my kids. Because my kids watch all my videos. If y'all look down there in the comments, I be looking at some old videos like, they would watch that? That's crazy. I was talking crazy. So now critique me now to not cuss so much in every video. Nah, it's some videos where y'all might hear me talking crazy and cussing and all that, but I only do that out of frustration. And like Malcolm X said, Louis Farrakhan said, and Malcolm X said that you only cuss because you don't have more formal words to replace them with. And I don't know if that's some type of form of manipulation, but when I think about that, I'm like, so if I say this, that means I'm not smart enough to replace this word with something different. So some of these videos, you won't hear me not cussing at all. So I'm trying to train myself, and I am, trying. Trying is like, if you say I'm trying to do something, and then you say I can't do something, that's damn near on the same lines. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm doing everything I'm doing intentionally. So what I am going to do is stop cussing. Stop cursing, you know. I'm done. I'm practicing. So when you see these videos in the near future, just be like, okay, I see why he stopped. Because there's people watching. And people kind of judge you on your actions, right? And I want to be held fully accountable for everything that I say and fully accountable for everything I do. And that's that on that. So look, we coming to the end of the hour. I'm going to get ready to go work out. I don't know what to say in these next 3 minutes, but I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. I love y'all. If you just get into trucking, I need you to watch my content, like my content, share my content. If you've been rocking with me for a minute, you family, you know that. I need y'all support. Go down on that website, get you some shirts, get you some merch, post it, get me out there in the algorithm, because what helps me helps the next person. This 8TeenWilln, I love y'all. We out of here.